And girls, back at it, and we are going to now start, which is going to be a big headache and test us big time, is these glass what's it called, the glass frames, which we'll be making out of stainless steel that we got from Prover. And I've had, and I'll get you on my head, guys and girls, I've had a package through the post from Woolies, and that's the what's it called, flocking, I suppose it's called, that goes around the glass that goes inside the what's it called, the frame. God, I can't talk to these guys. So they've sent me that, and I got two sizes that they had, and we're going to check them now against our U channel. So this one's got a bit of steel in it, and this one's just all rubber with felt on it by the looks of it. So let's take that out of there. That one's no good, really tight, don't want that one. What's this one? See that? That's nice. Rubber as well, all rubber. And this one, oh, that fits in there perfect, that do. That's lovely. Let's try that. Got a bit of glass here. Oh, that's lovely, that. Okay, so we'll be using that one. So I'm working with Woolies, so if you need anything, they got every single kind of rubber. And hi guys at Woolies, top guys, sending me some samples out. So they got literally everything for classic cars, windows, doors, you name it, it's all in there. And I can't thank them enough for working with me. So of course the one we want is the most expensive one at £9 a metre plus post and packaging, so we're probably talking 100 quid, maybe 50 quid each side, which is not too bad really, and I'm quite happy with them. So once again, thanks to you guys at Woolies, top people there. And I've had to buy actually a new bender, steel bender, because the one I got only goes up to 620mm, and what we need, let's go down this way. This is the longest one we need to bend, obviously at the door, the top of the door, and it is a fair old distance. So let me just pull the. So we need to bend nearly 820mm of steel. Of course, that's not going to fit in a 620mm bender, so we've had to buy a new bender. So we're waiting on that to come in the post before we start. And a couple of you have wanted the bottom parts of my door that I've made in steel. So what I'm doing, obviously there's a waiting list, so if you want them, in the description below, give me a message, and it's cost of the steel plus £10, and that £10 goes to my local charity. And I'll put that up now for you, so what charity that's going to go to. So if you like to look at anything that I've made and you fancy having some of that, obviously there's a waiting list because I got a full-time job as well. But like I say, plus £10, that £10 goes to charity, so everybody wins in that. And that's it for now. So we got to wait a couple of days or a week or so for my new bender to come in. So that'll be the next time I put this camera on. Probably a week has passed, and I shall see you in a blink of an eye for you guys, but probably a week and a bit for me. So see you in the next clip. While we're waiting for the new bender to come and window frame flocking, we shall get on with cutting this top bit off the bottom skin. So I'm going to cut all the way down in through there and cut it all off. So let's just get to it. no going back now. Right, let's see how bad this is. That's on there. That's gonna be over there, like so. That's gotta be way in there, and that's going to be seen to, because I don't know if that mechanism is gonna work. See that mechanism there? Very interesting. But other than that, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Definitely a lot needs to be done down this side. That's going to be up there. It's going to be way up there. Okay, at least we got something to kind of work to, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of that actually. I think scratching heads back and forth. So we got the glass all out where it's supposed to go, and Willie's stuff has arrived. I think you can see that is really got plenty of that, 10 meters of that stuff. I'm not going to run out of that, so thanks to Willie's. That come next day delivery. So now we gotta figure out how we're gonna build this frame. I think we might start off with this piece first, go up and around, and then go from there. I'm not 100% because I never built a door before. Never built a car before. It's all new to me. But I've got the TIG welder set up with the other bottle of argon, so she's ready to go. I'm going to do a bit more edge scratching and some measurements, and then hopefully we can cut some of that U channel up there and we can start making the frames. Just looking at this picture, I don't know if you can see it, this is our original countach, the door. So I thought, I know, let's get the old angle out and see, right? And you're going to be shocked by this because the door is not straight. So when this body was made, that should have been way over here. So now we're in a bit of a pickle, because if I build them straight, because obviously this back end here is straight, the door frame itself is not going to turn out like an original door frame, straight. So I got to take that into consideration now. What do? Do I make the frame on the piss so the door itself looks straight, or do I build it straight to make the door look on a piss? So yeah, I've got a lot to think about here. So I'll catch you in a minute when I've done some more measurements and some more edge scratching and see what we can come up with. Okay, right, well, I've decided to make this middle bit first, and from that end to that end is 715. Okay, but with that inside it, this piece here is 4mm thick, so we've got a +4 either side. This top here is going to be +4 as well, but we don't need to worry about that for the minute, because that +4 would be in between there, would be this outside measurement. So we need to cut. What I want to do is cut a piece of this longer, right? Longer than it is, and then we're going to trim this side off, that side off, same on that side, and I will show you once we cut that what them outcuts are going to be for. So I don't really want to waste this stuff because it's quite hard to get hold of and expensive, and trying to keep the cost down as much as I can, even though I got plenty over there to work with. If we can get it done right properly the first time, great, and then we can match the other side. So I'm going to cut that U channel now, hopefully the right length that I want, and pray to God it works. So let's cut that. Let's cut that the size we need. Okay, so we've cut our length. We've cut our funny little notch, which I'm going to tell you about. When we build, well, when we make this, and then you got the other channel for that window, and we've built the rest of the frame, this notch here will be on the same on the other side, and we're going to drill and tap a hole in there and bend it 90 degrees. So we'll, once the whole frame is built, you slide that panel in, then obviously this will have another U channel on the back of it. That will then go up, and then you'll be able to bolt it either side, and then that window then will stay in, and you've got your channel, and then that window go in. Simple, really. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to measure, drill, tap a hole, and then we can see about what angle this is going to be cut at. It's going to be cut at the right angle. So you've got to think of a couple of different things at the same time. Yeah. So the glass has got a 15-degree bend in it. So I've measured both of those things I got under there. If you can see them, they're both 15 mil high. So that's giving us our bend. So we can then work out all the rest of the measurements. And what I've done as well is off that stuff from Woolies, I've cut little bits so I can slide it on it, so I can get my proper measurements, so I can figure stuff out. So there's just a couple of things to think about at the same time, and don't rush it. And it's going to take a little bit longer than I thought, but in the end we'll have a nice tidy frame. See it when the U channel goes together, they're going to be together like that, and then this piece here is going to be a 90 degrees when it's inside there. So we now have to measure 14 millimeters from there, which is there. So that's where our bend's going to be. So we got that much to play with to drill and tap a hole. So that's what we'll do next. The hole drilled. We got stainless steel bolts here, well, nuts and bolts. These are nice, so they'll go nicely in there. What we're going to do now is tap this, and then we can. I might have to use a different tap bloody thing. Typical. That's not going to hold it. Okay. Come on, stupid thing. Well, that'll lift for now. And then we can tap this hole, hopefully. Oh, I dropped that. Lost, gone forever. And now we got our lovely fixing point. That's great. So that will screw into another piece of this. What we got to do now is, you can see that mark, we got to bend it on that mark, bend into an angle now. So go off to our bender and we'll bend this, and then it'll be nice and bent. So we've got our bend in here with our drill and tapped hole, and basically that will then go and bolt in there like so, and that's what we'll bolt them together. So that will there be running down there, and that be on top of there. If I can do it, put the stuff's in the way, come on, and then that will fit on there lovely like that. Oh, that's tidy. Cool. So we got that bit done. Now for the next bit. Screw in. Basically what I want to do is check this head here for clearance, which is sat in here lovely. We've got plenty of clearance on that, so that's great. Okay, so clearance is all good. That all fits in there nice. That'll be in there like that. Now we gotta, I might actually get this back end here done first and then go right away across. So the glass is obviously not perfect, so this is the closest point. I've put my where the two flockings would be at the closest point. Then I measured this side piece, so we've got that length. Now this glass, as we know, is curved, but it's only a slight curve, so we have to measure this piece from here to here, and we have to put a bend in this. How am I going to bend that? I don't know. I really don't know. So we have to put what looks like 1, 2, 2.5, let's call it a 3mm bend in there. So while I do some more edge scratching again and figure out how am I going to put a 3mm bend in just this piece, because that bit there is flat, same like on the original car. So I get my phone up and we go to doors, yada yada yada. Now if we look at this photograph really closely, let me get a pointer, you will see on the actual frame itself there is a bend, but this bit is straight. I don't know if you can see it, but that's sunk in there, look, with a shadow and the shadow here. So that bit there's got a bend, but this bit's straight. So I have to replicate that. So I'm going to measure this and then try and get a bend in it. Okay, we've roughly got the middle, and I'm going to, fingers crossed, put a bend in this. Don't know how it's going to go. Oh, it seems to be bending alright. Come on, get off. Nope, that didn't work. Done that a couple of times and it has actually put a 2.5mm bend in it. Tidy. Right, so we've put a little bend in that now, and it's really close to the bend of the glass, so I'm really happy with that bend. So it's going to be up on there like that. So lovely. So we got that bit bent, and just to show you a bit better, We've got the bend there, and this bottom bit is straight, like on that photograph I showed you. So lovely. And that straight bit is for there. Right, we got that bit done. Now, it might actually be worth connecting that piece to that piece and see what we come up with. That bit, this is the bent bit for the curve, and this is this bit where the glass is going to slide down, and we need to put a curve in this piece now as well. But it's not as big as that curve. It's only a little tiny curve. Just going to put a little curve in this, and then it's coming along quite well. Made quite a lot of progress. So look, it's coming along. It's coming along. Okay, so we've cut this to the length we need, plus our bit for when the window comes down, travel, and now we got to put, as you can tell, it's too straight, so we got to put a bend in that piece as well. So off to the bender for me now to quickly bend this, and then we'll be back. If you can see that, but just put on a straight piece. You can see we've got a bend in there now, and that fits lovely to the contour of the glass. So we got to do our measure our top piece, cut that, and then we're pretty much ready to weld all that up. So we're going to cut that top piece, cut the right angles like that up on there, and then we'll see you in a couple more minutes. We're all set up now. We're just going to put a tack on these two pieces just for a minute, and then we'll go from there. As long as I can get it to stay where I want it to stay. Lovely. That's nice. It's all level. Another one on there. Lost my bloody thing, no? Where's that gone? Ah, there it is. Lovely. Some nice little tacks on it. We got some nice little tacks on there now, and we gotta bring it back over to you. And see what's what. That. Okay, so that's the angle. That goes on there like so. That's not too bad. It's looking sort of right, which is good. Right, I'll just carry on. I cut some more little bits of flocking to go in there to line it all up. So I'm happy with that. I've marked either side of there, so we can drill a hole in the back of there for that to go into. So that's what we'll do next. So we drill the hole. I'm just tapping it now, and then we'll see how this is going to go. So that's top, that goes like that. This piece goes in there like so, and that is lovely. How I'm going to get that in there, I don't know, but for now we'll put it in this way round, just for argument's sake. Come on. There. And that is that. Obviously that would go the other way. That, I'll keep that on so. Yada yada. Lovely. Okie dokie. That in there, I don't know if you can see down either side, but it's a lovely gap either side, and it's not tight, so it'll slide down. So what we got to do now is we have to weld this one, because it's the bottom of that. We have to weld this to that piece. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I don't want to weld all the way down here because it'll look crap and the heat into it will be too much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill some spot welds in there, and then we're going to put it together and we're going to spot weld it from inside, so it'll be seamless. Yeah, it's a pretty face of mine, you know, a lot of thinking up in here going on. So that's what we'll do. We'll drill some holes through there, and then we'll get the TIG in there and we'll tack them together. Done. I've mocked up how it's going to be, and I've got little lines all the way down to match it up. Just going to take them back apart, weld these paired together, and see what comes out. Yeah, I've stripped the stuff off them. I've drilled a load of holes in there now, and we're going to put these together, clamp these up, and then spot weld them all the way down there. So that's what we're going to do. I fiddle around getting these on, I'll switch you off, and then I'll put you back on now in a minute. Clamp together all these clamps, and they are as parallel as possible. So now we're going to tack all them holes up. Film this because it's at a weird angle, but I've got it all set up. We'll tack them in, and then I'll come back to you guys. All right. We welded them ones in, but we've got to move the clamps so I can get to the other ones, and then we're pretty much done. It's in place. I got some tape on there to hold the glass in, and I'm really happy with that. Hang on, let's see if I can put you guys on my head. See if we can pick you guys up. See if I can pick this up. Look at that. It's lovely, that is. It's going great. So of course that'll be in there, like so. Just trim that metal bit down there, but that'll be in there. And that's looking really, really good. I'm well chuffed for that. I am well chuffed. What do you think of that then, guys? Yeah, it's working out better than I thought. So right, we got the top piece. We got to put on yet as well, and we got to shape the back, and we got this curved front bit we got to put on, and we have to cut them to the right sizes, and we got to put a lip with a drill bit on to this side as well. So I'll do some more chopping and chopping, and hopefully when I put it back on next, that bit will be done and ready for some kind of welding or something, or drilling or something like that. Like that end, we've done one on this end now as well. So when it fits in this piece, this curved piece, It will go like that, and it'll be drilled in. You can see that, like that. Lovely. So we've got to mock that up, find where to drill the hole into here, and then drill that. We've got it in, we've got this piece in. All we've got to do now is drill that hole down in there. But as you can see, it's got dark on me because Mrs. decided to buy a set of drawers, so I had to go and put them together. It's all good though. So I'll catch you back in the morning. Fingers crossed. In the morning, as you can tell, you can see some sunlight out there. I've had a nice rest, and to be honest with you, all I dreamt about was this bloody door frame. And we left off, we were saying that we was going to drill a hole there, but we really do need to get this top bit up and on. So we're going to do some measurements on that, cut the right ends, get that up and welded or tack welded on, and then we'll go for drilling that hole so we know exactly where it's going to be. So I don't know if we can see alright. We've pushed this on, we've cut some more flocking to go in there so we can get our angle. And that's the dog. What have you got? Hang on. What have you brought me? What have you got? He loves his ball. Right. Come on now, boy. I'm trying to do this for the people. It's gonna be there. Buddy dog. Okay. Let's cut that from there. Just gotta take all that back apart now and cut that, but we only want to go to the edge because we need to keep the back in to blank that bit off. So disassemble, cut. Okay, there we are. So then this will go like that. We have to cut that down a bit. Okay, lovely. So we've cut that, I put it all back together, and then that bit will slide onto there, and then we'll just weld around it. So that's nice, that. And then we got to figure out the angle of this cut, because it's going to be a funny cut, this one. So I'm going to figure that out and then put you back on. We're going to weld this piece together now. We've got a funny shape in this bit that it needs to be, and then we'll weld that piece on. We'll take it all apart again and then we'll weld this bit up. Okay, the back half is tacked in, and now we're going to do weld this funny looking shape into there, and then all that will be, and then we can drill our hole then. And pretty much that bit of the that bit of the frame is done, and then we're going to do the triangle bit. Put them in, and now all we got to do is weld it together. earth would help. Well, earth. Jubbly, jubbly, jubbly. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Okie dokie. Lovely little spot welds on it. Okay, this is where the fun bit starts, and this is how you see how it all comes together. So we obviously got this piece. This is our door, and we want a little bit up top. So that slides down into there. Jubbly. Okay, and then this is our partition. So obviously the door would be up the other way, but this then slides into there like so, and I'm going to try and get that bolt back into there, and then we can line that one up then, and then drill that one. So I'm going to get that in there first, and then I'll get back to you. That's obviously going to be trimmed off, but that piece divider's in there, and you can see all the spot welds, and then we're going to pull that in there and drill that. So I'm going to take it all back apart again to drill that hole, and then we can basically put this part together and it's done. Yay! That end screwed in, that end screwed in, and it's looking pretty good. And it will go in something like that, people. It's not bad, is it? Tidy. Right, so all I gotta do now is I gotta weld it all up, bang the glass back in there, and then we can do that triangular piece of glass. Here we have it. So I've welded them all up and ground it back. Looks really nice. So there's that bit done. Now we gotta build the triangle bit. I'm really pleased how that came out, really. It's quite tedious because I want to get it right and I don't want to mess it up. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. Same again, got my little bits in there on the triangle bit. I've just cut the shape we need, and now just got to do the bottom bit. Got it. I'm gonna do the same as what I did with that, is drill a load of holes through there, tack weld it to that, then I can weld this bit on, and then this bit here is going to be bolted in like that piece, so we'll be able to take this window out. So I'm glad I thought of that. Otherwise we never got it in or out. We got it all clamped up, ready to go. So now I'm just going to go and weld that now, and then we'll get back to you. Right, okay, so with this triangle bit, this is going to be, it's got the thing in it, so I'll be on there, and then that needs to be welded to this piece, otherwise we won't be able to get that out. And then we're going to have the triangular piece put on top of there then, and all be connected down this end with some nuts and bolts, and you won't see that because they'll be tucked under the bodywork, So if we ever need to replace that glass, we just unbolt it and out it comes. So I'm just gonna weld it up and that'll be it. There we have it, people. Pretty much done, apart from painting it black, and I have to build the outer frame so I can finish the triangle bit off. But that there in there, if you see in there, look, it's screwed in, so that will pop out to get that window out. And same with this bit here, you know, that so that it can come out, and that slides down. So really chuffed with that. It's come out really good, and my back is in half. Not gonna lie, that wasn't the easiest thing to make, but we got there in the end. I'll switch you off and I'll put you on my head and I'll do a mock-up with it. There it all is in its glory. Oh yeah. Oh, and she fits lovely. How about that? So all I gotta wait now is for the benders to come, and then we can make the outer perimeter of that, and we can finish up the triangle bit and get the rolling mechanism for the window to slide up and down, and that'll be it for this episode. So if you like that, give a thumbs up and comment, and we shall catch you in the next one, guys and girls. So see you then.